You started a fire, you gotta watch it burn. Try to save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's just to burn it down, just burn it down.
Hey guys, it's BatChat, and we're back again with another replay review. Today we're going to be going over probably my favorite Hevium in the game, the Chieftain Mk.6. It is a premium tank and it earns a little bit extra credits than normal. And I like to take it out every now and then because I really do enjoy that 10 degrees of gun depression that it boasts, along with that really good fire rate. Now don't be fooled, it may say heavy tank on the box, but this tank is riddled with weak spots. Right next to the gun you can shoot right through the turret, and the lower plate is pretty much like cheese, almost akin to an STB-1 hull. But if you're able to use this tank to its strong points, you'll basically find that it's a very strong medium tank for all sense and purpose. So what we're going to do here on the new map Hellas is we're going to try to put ourselves in the most advantageous position possible. Basically, anywhere where there's a hill, we're going to be using that to our advantage all game. I really do have no idea where that shot went, and unfortunately it seems like the Chieftain does that quite often, where it hits something that shouldn't be capable of bouncing, and it bounces anyway. Fortunately though, we're able to take care of the E75 early on here in the game, but our team is getting harassed by the entire enemy red team. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to try to whittle down the health of the enemy medium tanks so we don't have to deal with that nuisance later on. And right now I'm just trying to keep an eye on my flank and support my IS-4 here while he's still alive. I don't know how that shot in the T-62A bounced. You can see if you go back and rewatch it that it was directly on the hull, the gray part of the hull. But like I said, the Chieftain has a habit of doing that. So right now we notice we're being rushed by the KPF, and what we want to do immediately is not worry about damage, but just immobilize him enough to get our strong turret in his face. And what we're going to do is, whichever turret side he turns to, we're going to face that turret part away so it's more angled and more likely to bounce. And since we know the KPF has a long reload, we're going to go ahead here and take out the Foch so we don't have to deal with an autoloader on our flank. One thing I've neglected to mention about the Chieftain so far is it has that British Hesh with a really good penetration. And I will be using that to save my ass this game. First off, we're going to take care of this KPF, and then hopefully save our 268 there. Unfortunately, our 268 is on very low health here, and we've got some very healthy enemies coming at us. We get a pretty good shot there and on the IS-4. And then I notice, I think that the E50 is AFK, and I checked here on later in the battle, and he did go AFK. And that was very fortunate for us. So what we're going to do here now is attempt to body block our 268, but unfortunately the Sheridan gets behind him. So what we're going to do is focus down the bigger threat, the more mobile tank, which is the Sheridan. And as we pin him here, we switch to Hesh, and we deal 700 damage to him along with that Ram, which makes it a lot easier to go ahead and take him out and move on. And what we're doing here is we're immediately repositioning because we know we can't take an IS-4 fight head on if he's at that distance. And we're going to go ahead and take the high ground so we can make use of our gun depression and mobility. The IS-4 here though is not a bad player, and he goes ahead and posts up where I cannot shoot over the rock. I'd have to have a lot more gun depression to shoot over that rock specifically. So what we're going to do here is potentially bait out a shot like we've done here, and then we're going to go ahead and rush in and heavy brawl with him. Basically put our turret in his face because the IS-4 has a lack of gun depression. He's not going to be able to shoot the hull, and we're just going to try and win this one-on-one brawling battle between him and I. Fortunately though, I have the gun depression to shoot his hull, so I don't have to stare at his turret armor and try to choose for a weak point. And unfortunately the IS-4 I think here is just panicking, and unfortunately he didn't manage to hit any of the weak spots there. And we do manage to secure the W. It was a very solid game. I was very stressed at the end there because I figured I wasn't going to be able to bounce as much as I did, but luckily we were able to secure the 7K game, the high caliber, the Top Gun, the Radley Walters medal, and the Mastery Badge. And we did half of our team's damage in total. It was a very solid game for a Hevium. As you can see here from the In-depth stats, we fired 23 shots, all of them hit, only 20 pinned, but we did damage 6 of the enemy team and destroyed 5. Overall, it was a very solid game. We were able to use our turret and gun depression to our advantage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to stick around, there'll be more content like this coming soon. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.